One thing we do with all of our computers is we have to go through a process of logging in. If I've got a Windows system, when I get there, I've got to step up to it and log in. If I've got my Acer Chromebook here, I open this up and I've got to log in to my Chrome operating system. Even on my phones, if I want to get in there, I've got to type in a code and actually log in. What that means is every one of these devices has what we call generically as a user account. So everything's got a user account. Even if you're logging into your home router, you got to type in a username and password. Everything has a user account. And that means inside each one of these devices is some kind of little database that has a list of user account names like Mike and then some kind of password all encoded. You can't find my password just by looking at my computer. Now this is a good thing and we use this for security, but I want to come up with a scenario and think about this for a minute. Here's one computer. In fact, this computer is actually at mission control at NASA. And the job of this computer is it runs 24 hours a day because whoever's sitting at this particular post in mission control, they use it for their projects and all that kind of stuff. So every 8 hours, somebody logs in, does their work, and at the end of their 8-hour shift, logs off. So this one computer right here is used by 3 different people. So this one computer right here has at least 3 different user accounts. Okay, now that's easy. But let me come up with a situation. Let's say somebody quits and they have special data on their computer and nobody else can get to it. Or what if one of these other people suddenly gets mad and decides that they want to erase the hard drive? Well, that's a problem. What we need is some kind of special super duper account, some kind of all-powerful big kahuna account that is built into all computers that allows us to kind of take over, take control, and do almost anything that we want to do. Now, that type of account is known as a super user account or an administrator account, or they have a bunch of names, but what's important is that you understand that every computer has this super duper account. These super duper accounts are incredibly important, and as you can imagine, they're also really dangerous. So what I want to do is show you some of these types of accounts and how we deal with them on different computers. So let's start off with right over here, and what I've got is a Linux system. So you can see I have to log in, so I'm logging into my Linux system. This particular Linux is called Ubuntu. Don't panic, we got plenty of other episodes where you're going to be seeing this. So what I want to do right now is, let's just say I want to add a piece of software. So here's an interesting particular piece of software I'd like to add. So I'm going to hit install, and I want you to see what it does right here. What you're looking at is that it's requiring some form of authentication. Now I'm currently logged in as Mike, and I have that super duper power. So in the Linux world we call it super user or just SU. So I can go ahead and log in, and then I can go ahead and install a program. Now, if you were on my Ubuntu system and you didn't have that, you wouldn't just see the name and then ask for a password. It would ask you to type in a name and a password. This is a protection tool that all operating systems have that keeps us from doing dangerous things. If I got onto this Unix system right now and I decided to, well, I guess it's not Unix, it's Linux. And if I decided to go in and suddenly decide to erase the hard drive, another screen would pop up and go, before we're going to let you do something evil like this, type in the username and password of a super user so that we know that this is something you really want to do. Now, here's the important thing I need you to take away from this episode. Every single computer in existence has built-in user accounts of some form. Yeah, I know on my smartphone I'm not actually typing in a username and a password, but I'm pulling it up and I'm typing in a code. So I'm always doing something to uniquely identify me. Also, every single computer in existence has some kind of super duper account, a super user account, an administrator account, whatever it might be, that's designed to allow you to do whatever you need to do on any given system. As you might imagine, we're very careful about our super duper accounts. Those are not the kind of things that we want regular users to have. As technicians, we have some control over this because we don't want our poor regular users doing things like, I don't know, accidentally erasing an entire hard drive.